Hi, I'm Sean Reynolds. This is Eric Engels, and this is your daily dose. And the Montreal Canadiens off to the Stanley Cup final in a game that should leave the city of Montreal buzzing right through the weekend until they play game one of the Stanley Cup final. Of course, they wouldn't be here without Carey Price, who's been an absolute rock for this team. Eric, if he's not the Conn Smythe Trophy winner for this team, should it turn out that way, who is?
Yeah, well, if they win, he is the Conn Smythe winner. And you look at his save percentage right now, it's through the roof. It's been incredible since 2015. But you know what? You don't get this far without having a team in front of him that has been capable of doing a job that they haven't been capable of doing while Carey Price has been authoring these great performances in the playoffs for years. And if you really want to pin down one name, I think one that would be extremely interesting is a guy who's only got 3 points on this run, but you look at what he's done to prevent the other teams from scoring and some of the best players in the world. Philip Deneau has been full value. What an incredible job he's done. But, even to just pin it down to one name does a disservice to these Canadians because they're all about the team. It is the team that has carried themselves as a united front to this point in the playoffs. And they have proven that the team game is what rules hockey. And it's been so exciting to watch.
If there was a Selke trophy for the playoffs, no doubt he would be the winner of that trophy. There's been such an old and young theme on this team. Carey Price, I'm not calling him old, but he's been with the Montreal Canadiens for a long time. Cole Caufield, just a couple of months. What are we seeing in his emergence?
What we're seeing is a guy who carries himself like a star player and not just on the ice, but off of it. You look at his comments going back to Robin Leonard saying he'd go higher, go 5-hole. And he said, it's good that he opened up his mouth. I'll know what to do next time I see him. And then to score that goal in game six displayed every single element of what will make Cole Caufield a special player for years to come. The speed through the neutral zone, reading transition, the availability up the ice for Joel Edmondson to make the stretch pass, the chip past McNabb to get away from the stick on stick defense that he was going to face there and potentially a turnover going the other way. And the finish. The finish is all world. It's what he's been doing his entire life. And it's no different here in the NHL. I just think the confidence with which he carries himself, not a cockiness. When Tyler Toffoli says he has the it factor and says that in the Players Tribune, people should be listening. It's pretty obvious that he does. And look what he's done. He's got 9 points in 15 playoff games, 4 goals in the Stanley Cup semifinal. This kid is the real deal.
Game winner in game six against the Vegas Golden Knights comes from a player who spent parts of these playoffs with the Black Aces. And then he jumps into the lineup right onto the top line for the Montreal Canadiens. It's just another example of the ridiculous depth that this team has and some of the great players that aren't even playing right now who are available on that Black Aces squad. Of course, all that credit goes to Marc Bergevin. What do you make of what he's been able to do with this team this season?
I think he's done a remarkable job and was worthy of winning the Jim Gregory Award. And that's why he got more first place votes than even Lou Lamoriello did, who won the award. And no disrespect to Lou Lamoriello, who's one of the all-time executives in the NHL. I think no general manager did more to impact his team's chances to get to a place like the Stanley Cup final. You look at the moves that he made in the offseason and how well they worked out throughout the season. He did a remarkable job for a team that finished 24th last season and limped its way into the bubble, a gift from the NHL. And he was able to read what Suzuki and what Kotkaniemi were able to do, but also what Carey Price and Shea Weber were able to do, that he said, it's still worth it for me to build around those two pillars of this team. And all the moves, whether it's Toffoli scoring 28 goals or Edmondson, as a plus minus leader and playing the best hockey of his life, to, Eric Stahl at the deadline that didn't look like a good move, but turned out to be one in the playoffs. Look at what he's done. Corey Perry at the league minimum. Go up and down the list. This team isn't here without Jake Allen and what he did to give Carey Price the benefit of rest to show what he's showing in these playoffs. It's a remarkable job by the GM. He has been battle tested. He has gone through a ton with this team this year, and the resilience and the adversity they had to face was incredible up until Dom Ducharme getting COVID in the Stanley Cup semifinal and having Luke Richardson take over. And you get the sense that there might be more obstacles in the way for the Canadiens, but they just keep trudging along. And if not for the GM, they're not here.
Eric, I just keep making up awards. Yeah, he didn't win GM of the year, but if there was an award for the best GM celebration after his team wins the series, he most definitely took it. He was elated. And why not? The Montreal Canadiens going back to the Stanley Cup final for the first time since 1993.